Thursday, November 26, 2015. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1995 Subaru Legacy L Outback. As you can see, this is not my driveway. Behind it is my wife's 1998 Volvo V70. And just in case it's not obvious, we are actually not in Massachusetts. We are in Louisville, Kentucky. You will know that there's been some trouble with this car. Let me go into it briefly. Mrs. Mercedes Diesel Guy actually took the Subaru here on a road trip about 2 weeks ago, and it was a business trip. Basically, we kind of flipped a coin and said, you know, both the Subaru and the Volvo should be suitable for the trip, but the Subaru is going to get better fuel economy. So she actually drove the car from Massachusetts to Little Rock, Arkansas, got there just fine. Zero issues at all. But on the way from Little Rock here, the car developed a shaking and a noise that gradually got worse to the point where she couldn't drive the car. So more or less, she got about within 100 miles of the city here and got the car flatbedded this far. And let me show you what I found here. You can see there's one stud completely sheared off, and you can see the couple of lug nuts are completely destroyed. The lug holes on the wheel here are completely gored out, and as best I can figure, a couple of the lugs somehow worked their way loose, and the wheel started flopping around and destroyed the lug nuts. Destroyed a couple of the studs, destroyed the wheel itself, because I mean, this can't properly be bolted back together. So, as for these coming loose, I can't tell you how that happened, because I honestly did check these before she took the car on the trip, and the car went a good 2,000 miles on that trip before anything happened. But my task for this morning is to replace at least this stud, possibly more. I have 5 brand new studs with me, and get the spare tire on here and see how the car test drives. I'm kind of in an impasse right now, and I'm thinking maybe I won't be able to do this. So let me show you right here. Now, I do have the actual broken stud out, this right here. Once I got the wheel off and the brake caliper and the rotor, I was able to hammer it out probably in under 10 seconds. You can see there are other damaged studs here. This is all torn up. This one down here is torn up. Anyway, I was able to hammer this out, but because it is snapped off and much shorter than the others, I was kind of just able to lift it out here. But that's when I realized my problem. Now, here's a brand new stud, and I do have 5 brand new studs with me, but with the ABS tone ring in the way, I actually cannot seem to get this in. And I did not bring any hex keys with me, but more than that, I am concerned that even if I unbolt the ABS tone ring, I won't be able to remove it and get it out of the way. Like I said, the ABS on this car doesn't work, so in theory I could cut the ABS tone ring with something to get it out of the way, but I really don't know. Okay, well, here's a little update. Sounds like the local Walmart is open, and my brother-in-law is on his way over there, and I asked him to pick me up some metric Allen wrenches and possibly a hacksaw, because I'm thinking that, yeah, if I can remove the ABS tone ring and well, if I can unbolt it, then I may be able to slice through it to get it off the car. I mean, it's a bit of a long shot, but it might work. And if like I said, the ABS on this car has never worked while I've owned the car, so I'm not worried about removing this part. Shouldn't affect functionality of anything else. So, yeah, we'll see if that works. I'll update soon. Okay, well, it actually occurs to me that I forgot to finish up this video yesterday. I actually had run out of light because, you know, it was mid-afternoon when I last left off, but I had to run out and get another tool and then ended up going to lunch. So, by the time I finished up the car, it was dark, but it is done now. So, just to conclude, like I said, what I did was I destroyed the ABS tone ring to get it out of there, which, as I previously mentioned, doesn't make any difference because this car has not had a working ABS system since well before I owned the car. And, you know, I've owned Subarus that came from the factory without ABS, and really, it makes no difference to me that system doesn't quite work, because the standard brake system on this car is in top form. I actually had a good look at the brakes while I had the wheel off, and, you know, pads, rotors, still in excellent condition. I did pads, rotors, and calipers on this car last year. So anyhow, like I said, I destroyed the tone ring, but once I got the tone ring out, I was able to get the 5 new studs in, and it's got new lug nuts on it now. So once that was done, I took the car around the block a few times last night, and it was behaving normally. You know, all the play was gone on the wheel, the noise was gone. So it turns out that the problem was 100%, you know, bad lugs and studs. So what I did was I got up really early this morning, and I went to a local tire shop. And what I had them do was, because the rim was destroyed, I had them take my full-size spare rim and put the good tire on it. So I'm happy, and the car is ready to go home. So this is Mercedes Diesel Guy. Thank you for watching, and you know, I'll be posting this video when I get home.